story of a blind love. There was a blind girl who hated herself just because she's blind. She hated everyone, except her loving boyfriend. He is always there for her. She said that if she could only see the world, she would marry her boyfriend. One day, someone donated a pair of eyes to her and then she can see everything, including her boyfriend. Her boyfriend asked her, "Now that you can see the world, will you marry me?" The girl was shocked when she saw that her boyfriend is blind too, and refused to marry him. Her boyfriend walked away in tears, and later wrote a letter to her saying, "Just take care of my eyes, dear." Second story. There was a girl named Becca and a boy named Joe. Becca was in a burning house. None of the firefighters could get in the house because the fire was too big. Joe dressed in one of the fire suits and got into the house. When he got up the stairs, the steps fell off behind him. When he got into her room, he sealed the door up behind him. He held her tight, kissed her, hugged her, then said that he loved her. She asked what was wrong, and he said that he was going to die. Her eyes widened as she began to cry. He picked her up and jumped out of the 4-story house. He landed on his back with her on top of him. He died to save her life. A short love story. Lethargic and weak was the way he felt. Too many hospital emergencies that day were dealt. He had just finished his shift for the night, finally able to feel the breeze and see the morning light. He dragged himself to the pantry for a cup of coffee to drink, pondered about his life as he slowly started to think, all the things he missed out on because he wanted to serve mankind, all the happiness that he could no longer find. Breakups and sacrifices because lovers could not stand, how he puts his job first, they could not understand. He wished to find the woman of his dreams in this life, someone who understood and loved him to be called his wife. He looked through the hospital window while sipping the coffee at hand, wondering if he had really made a difference in his land. The glass broke as he suddenly fell to the ground. His body slamming on the ground made such a sound. He woke up in the ward with an IV drip flowing to his hand, wondering why was his shirt stained with sand, and next to him was a dove in a cage, and attached to its leg was a folded page. A suicide note was attached with a number there. He was so amused that he could only stare. The nurse explained that the dove had flu at his head, and the lethargy and dehydration from work made him fall like he was dead. He called the number on the folded page and reached this girl. It was his high school crush that was once his world. She was about to jump from a building before that call, and so they spoke about their past and how their love stood tall. He calmed her sadness and asked her out, for through the years she was always thought about. They both agreed to let their old love have a dance. They both had decided to give love another chance.